Hi y'all, so we're getting comfy this weekend and I need to get this room ready. Hi everyone and welcome back. So we're getting some guests, some overnight guests this weekend. So I just figured I'd take you along as I get this room cleaned up. The children have been in here having fun playing, jumping on the bed. And so it's in a wreck. It needs to be cleaned up. And I also just wanted to show you a few little things that I do for our guests when we have overnight guests, especially just a few small things that I like to do to make them feel welcome and make them enjoy their stay. Just some small things. It's nothing big, but I just figured I'd take you along as I get this room ready and hopefully motivate you as well. So this is how the room looks right now. It's very embarrassing. The children, somehow they love to come in here and play, on the bed especially. But we're going to get this thing cleaned up and get it ready for our guests. And the first thing I like to do, of course, is just take the sheets off and get them washed, get them fresh, and so they smell nice and clean when the guests crawl into bed. And here's also where I do all my ironing, and I had a pile of dress shirts that I need to iron, so I wanted to get that ironed and get those out of the way before I start with the other stuff. This corner over here is where I do all my sewing. I sew all my dresses, and so this table will probably just stay here on the corner. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, get some stuff straightened up, so there's some room on the front for the guests. If they want to put something on the table, they're welcome to do that. So this poor wastebasket looks pretty pitiful, and I would like to get another one. I'll see if I have time to run into town and get something else for the wastebasket. So over here in the desk area, this was bugging me like crazy. We had just recently moved all our office stuff down in the basement, and so I was thinking I might just move this desk down in the basement as well to free up a little more space in this room. But as you can see here in a little bit, I put it all back then after all. Just felt like it needed something over on this wall, and I wasn't quite sure where I'd put it down in the basement anyways. So I did clear it off and got all the books off and redone it a little bit so it looks a little bit better.
And if you want a room to smell nice and fresh and clean, I like to use this on my carpets. Just sprinkle it on and then you let it sit for like 15 minutes before you vacuum, and it makes the whole room smell so good. And now, once the cleaning is done, the fun part begins. I can fix the bed and start making it feel inviting, hopefully inviting for our guests. I always enjoy this part, getting it fixed up. I love having guests, overnight guests, and I think it's so much fun getting the guest room ready, making them good food, and just being a host. That's something that I enjoy. Alright, and here we are. The room is basically ready. I'll just quick give you an overview of the whole room, and then we'll go over some of the things that I like to do for my guests, some things that I like to have ready for them that they can just grab if they forgot something, just some things that I like to have in the room for them. Did end up having the time to run in and get a new wastebasket. It's nothing fancy, but it looks better than the other one. And I always like to make sure that the trash is emptied and that there's a new clean bag in the wastebasket. And being it's almost fall, I sprinkled in some leaves and some pumpkins just to give it a little bit of a fall feel. Alright, so over here we just have a little fan, just a little personal fan. I know there's some people that like to sleep with a white noise, so I try to have a fan in the room if I can. And also just a candle, so they can burn a candle if they would like. One thing, make sure that it's burnt just a little bit so they know that that's totally fine if they burn it. And then I like to keep some water bottles in the room just in case if they get thirsty during the night and they don't want to run out into the kitchen to get some water, they have some water in their room. And then here is what I have in the little caddy here, just some mouthwash, some body wash, and then just these little toothbrushes, some extra deodorant, and some lotion, and then some hairspray, and a little lint roller, and then just some ibuprofen or some pain reliever of some kind. If someone gets a headache or something, they have it right in their room. Then just some body wash and just some hand sanitizer and a couple of shavers, and then just some breath drops, and then also a night light. I know, yeah, this was a new idea to me, but if you're in a strange house, sometimes it is nice to have a night light so you can see where you're going, so you're not tripping over stuff in the middle of the night. So this is just a few things that I like to have in my guest room, and it's not nearly the same every time. Yeah, sometimes I just use what I have on hand. So in this basket, there's a couple bath poofs. I just have a bag of popcorn and then a laundry bag. And then these hair wraps. And then just some snacks. This is like a tropical fruit trail mix. Something, yeah, kind of sweet and salty. Candy, Reese's Pieces, something sweet. These are caramels. And these things, just some snacks if they get a little hungry during the night. Some moist wipes. And then a couple extra toothbrushes in case someone forgot theirs. And then the lighter for the candle in case they want to burn it. And just some lady products down there as well. So that's the little basket that I have on the bed. And yeah, these are, I don't always have the same things, but this is what I have this time. And then last but not least, the towels. I have bath towels, washcloths, and then a hand towel as well. So they can just grab them from their room and take them with them to the shower.
Alright y'all, so that's going to be it for today. I hope you found it helpful. If you're getting guests or were just watching, I know when I'm getting guests, I think it's interesting to look at other people's videos just to get some ideas. Maybe there's some places where I could improve when I have guests. But the main thing is to just make sure your guests feel welcome. I know that depends a lot on me. If I welcome them into our home and if I'm hospitable, which that's something that I enjoy doing. I like to have guests. I think it's fun. So these are just some things that I do. I don't exactly have the exact same things every time. Just depends how much time I have to get ready and what I have going on. But I like to do as much as I can. It's nice if they forget something, if they have it in their room, and yeah, it just makes it easier for them. And if you are getting guests, I hope you have a wonderful time together, and I hope you have a good day.